then run away with me.
Oh my goodness. Hi guys, it's been such a long time, but here we go. I'm first gonna start off with my Nivea Men Pose Shave Balm and my One Heck of a Blot from Soap and Glory Primer. Oh my goodness, they are amazing combination. I put the Soap and Glory on my T-zone and Nivea Men everywhere else. And then I'm going to take my Givenchy brow filler. This is awesome. And I kind of use this as a primer for my eyebrows. I don't know why, but I love it. So then I'm going to take my Infallible foundation and my Givenchy foundation. This is awesome. I absolutely love this combination of foundation. It just really works for me, and yeah, I don't know, so I'm just mixing that and I'm going to put it all over my face. And I'm sorry if I put foundation on really weirdly, just ignore that. I'm not a professional, so yeah. Then I'm taking my beauty blender and just beauty blending that all over my face. So after that is all blended, I am going to start my second layer, and I just dropped some foundation on my lap, but it's okay. So for the second layer, I like to put it on my beauty blender and just put it on my face. I feel like it gives me more of a full coverage effect that way. I don't know, I'm weird. I do makeup really weird and probably really wrong. By the way, sorry guys if I'm looking a lot to my right. That's because I have my screen where I can see myself and make sure I'm in frame all the time. So yeah, just ignore me. Alright, so now I'm taking my Givenchy concealer. This concealer is really good for spot concealing and concealing underneath the eyes, or to blend concealer in with your foundation, which is exactly what I did. And now using my Born This Way concealer by Too Faced, and I'm going to use this to highlight underneath my eyes and conceal any dark circles I may have. And of course, blending that out with a mini wet beauty blender. Now I'm going to use this flat-sided beauty blender in combination with my Airspun to bake underneath my eyes. Side note, if any of my siblings come into the room while I'm filming this, I am so sorry. They don't really obey, and I get really mad at them when they do that, but it's okay. They're fine. I'm also baking where my smile lines would be, just so that I don't crease there during the day, and this really helps eliminate creasing on the smile lines. So if you're gonna bake anywhere, I suggest you bake there and underneath the eyes. Now, Selena was pretty bronzy in these pictures, so what I'm doing is cream contouring because she looked very bronzy, and I'm going to try to shape my face like hers, even though I will never, ever, ever look like her or be her, but that's okay. We can try. And I'm just going to blend my contour with my beauty blender. I used the Maybelline concealer actually in a darker shade. This really gives off a natural type of contour by using this concealer, and I'm doing that because Selena didn't really have her cheekbones very defined. So now I'm gonna grab my Laura Mercier translucent powder and set the rest of my face while brushing off any bake that I have. I don't like to bake for that long because I find it dries out my face a lot. Next, I'm going to bronze my face with my contour shape palette that I literally just broke. I'm going to use the first two shades to define my cheekbones a little more and bronze everywhere else that I contoured. Picking up the same two shades On a small tapered blending brush, I'm going to contour and shape my nose and try to shape it a little bit more like Selena's. Her nose is very wide and very much like a button nose, so I'm going to try to achieve that. Now I'm taking my airspun again and I'm going to bake the sides of my nose to clean up the contour, and I'm also going to bake on the bridge of my nose so that that is highlighted very nicely. And then we will wait for it to finish baking. Grabbing my Da Vinci eyebrow pencil and spoolie, I'm going to just fill in my eyebrows and follow the natural line. I'm not going for a super bold, super sharp brow because Selena didn't have her brows very bold, but she did have them filled in and tidied up. And then I'm going to grab my Da Vinci concealer again in a lighter tone actually, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid as an eyeshadow primer because I couldn't find mine. After blending the concealer in with my finger, I'm going to grab my sponge and my airspun powder, and I'm going to just pack that on my lid so that putting eyeshadow would be a lot smoother and the eyeshadow would just blend a lot better. Around this time is when I would normally just brush off my nose bake, so that is what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to brush off any excess powder that I have on my eyelids and prep for the eyeshadow. Thank goodness, finally. Dipping back into that contouring shade that I used on my cheeks, I'm going to now use that as a transition color on my eyelids, and then I'm going to grab my Perfect 10 Soap and Glory palette and I'm going to use the color Toasty, and I'm also going to buff that into my crease. Now I'm grabbing my Too Faced palette and I'm going to dip into the dark color. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it is the darkest color in there, and I'm going to put that on the outer corners, and I'm also going to put that a little bit in my crease as well. I'm also winging the eyeshadow out a little bit to make it look more smoky, and I'm putting that same brown dark shadow into the inner corners of both eyes, and then I'm going to grab the gold shade in the palette and I'm going to just put that on my eyelid and pack it on. Now I'm just reapplying the brown shadow just to make sure everything is well blended, and I'm also going to smoke out my lower lash line a lot with various different smudge brushes and just big fluffy brushes because Selena had her lower lash line extremely smoked out, so that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna grab my Da Vinci liquid eyeliner and I'm going to line my upper lash line. Now I'm going to just curl my lashes and prepare them for mascara. I like to sort of prime my eyelashes with the Great Lash Clear mascara and let that dry, and while I do that I'm going to put the Coralista whatever blush because that adds a very nice shine and it's not so pinky. Yay, highlight! So I like to spray my brush with Urban Decay and also spray the side that I'm going to highlight first. So now I'm grabbing my Wet n Wild highlighter, and I like this highlighter because it's not too blinding but it is very glowy, and Selena was very glowy and very bronzy in her pictures on Instagram, so I'm going to use this highlight. I am also just going to put some on the tip of my nose and on my cupid's bow. Now now that my clear mascara has dried, I'm going to put on my Lash Paradise mascara. This is a really good drugstore mascara, guys. It's unbelievable. Now I'm just going to wipe off any excess foundation I have on my lips, and I'm going to just fill in my lips with a lip cream. I'm also going to be picking up a gloss and just layering it over that because Selena's lips were very natural and didn't have much going on. And it looks like my boyfriend and my siblings decided to make an appearance during this. And yeah, he decided to mess up my lip gloss that I literally just put on in front of him. Ugh, boys. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm sorry it was really long, but I've never done anything like this, so let me know what you think in the comments down below, and like this video. Bye!